Hello and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a walkthrough of BuyBotGo. So before we go ahead and actually do anything with BuyBotGo, before we scan anything, before we look through the actual features, the first thing I'd advise doing is going through to your settings and making sure that everything is configured correctly here. So the most important thing being the BuyBotGo settings, so making sure that you got your VAT status in there, the ROI methods. So what you can do is also tap on that, and you can view all the different sums that it can do. In order to maintain consistency, it's wise to have the same ROI method on here as what you've got in BuyBotPro. Enter in any fees, set any preferences, just work your way through the settings, make sure everything's entered in. For this part right here, the preferred zip codes, in order to get working and accurate competition analysis results, simply give the marketplace you're interested in a tap and enter in a valid zip code, postcode for that particular marketplace. And then you've also got your BuyBotPro score just as settings right there. So your criteria for a deal. Once you have configured this, don't forget to tap save, and that way it will apply those changes. So that's the most important thing to do before we go ahead and do anything else. You'll also notice that mine's currently on dark mode. That's a nice little preference that we have right here. So we can turn that on to light mode. I personally prefer dark though. So there's two different ways that BuyBotGo can work. The primary way is to scan the barcode of a product. So go ahead and I'm going to scan this random item right here, and it's going to load it up for me. It's found it on Amazon. So let's say we're going to go ahead and buy this for, we're buying it for £1. Let's go ahead and analyze that. And boom. We've got all of the results for this particular product right here, so we can literally assess right here, right now, if it's going to work out for us. So we can go ahead and view the profit, then costs and ROI and so forth. If we tap costs, it gives us a breakdown of everything involved. We can go ahead and change the buy price and sell price if we wish. We can also log in right here to our Amazon Seller Central accounts. That way it will tell us if we're eligible to sell, if it's hazardous and so forth. If there's a particular discount on this item we haven't worked out as part of the price that we're buying it for, we can just give that a tap right here, so it'll then apply that. We can enter in the quantity that we're purchasing as well to get accurate results that way for the amount that we're purchasing. We can use the storage fee slider if we're planning to keep it in storage for longer than a month. We've also got some various toggles here, so we can toggle on if it's going to take into account the bundling fee as well, if it's part of a bundle. If we are fulfilling it via the European fulfillment network, if we're doing it merchant fulfilled, so that way we'll take away the FBA costs and so forth. We can also enter in our merchant fulfilled shipping costs right here as well. Completely up to you how it is exactly that you would configure this. You've got your IP alert right there, so if there's no IP issues with the product. You have your BuyBotPro confidence score, and then you can see the estimated sales right here. So for what's going on right now, the previous and the predicted. You've got some basic info right here, such as if Amazon are on the listing, if it's multiple, oversized. You can go ahead and save in Profit Protector Pro. So this button will take you through to the Profit Protector Pro app, and you can actually get it set up for repricing in the Profit Protector Pro app, so that way it's all set up in advance. That's only if you've got Profit Protector Pro. If you've linked up a Google Sheet, you can export this item to Google Sheet by giving that button a tap right there. You can quickly look it up on eBay or on Google, and you've got some quick Amazon Seller Central links right there. You've got your ROI table, so if you were looking to achieve a certain ROI or a certain profit, then basically you would just look at what the sell price would be, what you need to sell it for in order to achieve that. You've got some information about the BSR and the prices, so what's going on currently. You can look at what's been going on the last 90 days, 180 for all time and so forth. If you're a UK seller selling out into Europe, you can get a glance at the VAT rates in the other countries. What that is basically going to result in VAT wise, and how much profit you'd make by selling to these countries. So that's what you'd get on the main analysis page. You've also got the charts right here, so you can literally view everything about the full history of an item in these charts. So it's the full sales history, so BSR, the various prices and stuff, how that's fluctuated over time. You can view that over the last 7 days, 30, 60, 90, all various different time windows there. We can pinch and zoom in to get a closer look at a particular point in time if we give it a tap. Zoom out. If we give it a tap, it will tell us what exactly was going on at that particular point in time as well. We can view the buy box statistics, so we can see if a particular seller has had a strong hold over the buy box, if it's shared out equally or whatever it may be. So we can change that over different time periods as well to see how the buy box has been shared around. And we can take a look at the averages for various factors of the item as well. We then have the analysis tab, so it will show us the competition on this listing, so we get a bit of an insight into that. And if there's any variations for a product, then we'll be able to see them all in here. Obviously, there's no variations with this particular one. Besides that, we've got our history right here. So everything that we have analyzed with BuyBotGo and BuyBotPro, we can mark it as a favorite, as something we've purchased or as replenished with those 3 icons right there. We can remove it from the history if we no longer need it there. Anything that we have marked as, say, like a favorite or a purchased or as replenished, we'll be able to view in the tags right there, and we can filter them by tapping on the options at the top. We can also, let's go back to the home page. If you do want to get back to scanning again, what you need to do is click on scan. Tap on scan, sorry, then you'll be able to scan something else. You can reanalyze it if you wish. You can also add it to a queue. So if you say don't have any data or not connected to Wi-Fi, you can literally add the item to a queue and then scan it, and then obviously it will go to the queue right here. And then once you are connected again, BuyBotGo will work its way through that queue and analyze everything that you've got in here. So you can actually scan offline if you need to. So anything in the queue, just go ahead, auto analyze, and it'll work its way through, or sync the queue and it'll just work its way through and analyze everything. And you get all of the results in the history. But that is BuyBotGo in a nutshell. What you can also do is rearrange the factors that you'd get, the different bits of information you get in the analysis by tapping on the arrow icon at the top. And you can toggle on or off the various bits that you want in that analysis. So let's say, for example, iOS isn't relevant to you, you can turn that off and it will disappear. Click on save. You can also rearrange them as well. So if you'd rather view the statistics before the additional data and the confidence score, you can move that up and it will appear in that position. Don't forget to tap save when you have rearranged everything. But that is a walkthrough of BuyBotGo. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll catch you all in the next video.